It's really affecting me. You know, I've not cooked for 3 days now. A lot of shops are closed. Lots of Nigerians here can't open their business places because we are afraid we might be attacked when we open the shop. So because of the fear, we can't open the business. There's nothing like protection. Even the police are scared.
Relationship between Nigeria and South Africa is very strategic to Africa. And if you look at the trade volume, it's about 1.3 trillion, which is very significant, really. And one will expect that Nigerian government and South African government will recognize the importance of ensuring that volatile areas are given the significant attention they require, particularly the South African government.
If we are going to invest time in defining whether it's xenophobia or it's act of criminality, whichever way, it's wrong. You understand? That is our position. And already about 70 people have been arrested who have been involved in this act of violence. And when you look at the pattern of these attacks, they happen during daytime when people are at work. So that on its own tells you that people who are involved here are people who are very errant. Number two, we have also received information that some of these people who are involved in these attacks are people who sleep in the streets. And some of the businesses that have been attacked, particularly yesterday, based on the report that we received from the Minister of Police, is that some South African establishments were damaged yesterday, were attacked yesterday. You have ShopRite that was attacked yesterday in the CBD of Pretoria. You also have Spar that was attacked.
We don't have any report of that. 3 people died in the fire, and their identity have not been revealed. And we know, because we have every presence of our union in Johannesburg, we believe that if there is any Nigerian among those 3, we will have known. So there is no probability at all that among those 3 are Nigerians. And Nigerians hardly live in that kind of building also.
All right.
So we don't expect to have a Nigerian casualty, except if it's new, because according to what we have, the reports we have at our disposal now, no Nigerian has been killed.
Issues of differences has always been there. But if you look at what usually happens, is you can relate it to the low level South Africans, particularly those who feel that they have an entitlement mentality, that this is their country, and if anybody comes here, is taking our jobs, and is affecting our economy as it were, without recognizing the fact that Nigerians that are there are only adding to them. And some of them, because they do not have the history of the role that Nigeria played in the apartheid, do not see how significant Nigeria is to them.
How can a city in South Africa be 80% foreign nationals? That is dangerous. That in Hillbrow and the surrounding areas, South Africans have surrendered their own city to the foreign nationals. The nation should discuss that particular question. You won't find South Africans in other countries dominating a city into 80%. Because if we do not debate that, that necessarily means the whole South Africa could be 80% dominated by foreign nationals. And the future president of South Africa could be a foreign national. We are surrendering our land. And it is not xenophobia. To talk truth, we fought for this land. From a white minority, we cannot surrender it to the foreign nationals. That is a matter of principles.
what we've been able to ascertain is that a lot of Nigerians are doing well, extremely well in South Africa. In fact, it's been in rhetorics now that there is no university or hospital without a specialist that's a Nigerian. So it just shows that we have our people grounded there. But coming to the irregular aspect, yes, we know that some of our people are a little bit porous, and some of them are doing illegal businesses there. Yes, we've been able to establish that fact, especially in the areas of prostitution and drug. But it is not to say that a few bad eggs should, have the stains on all of them.
If you look at it, some Nigerians have the impression that the South African police is paying lip service to what is happening.
You can't hold them or what? What is there? Hey!
Put that fire, put that fire.
So one can say that the problem we're seeing right now is beyond what we can see on the physical. It needs an in-depth evaluation and then a reorientation of South Africans, particularly in those areas that are very volatile. And then the government itself requires to pay serious attention to this thing.
South Africa and Nigeria have very strong relations. We have been through a number of situations in the past few years, and it is because of this very strong relationship that we share with Nigeria that we were able to sit down, engage in dialogue, and find ourselves. I don't see any reason why the two governments cannot do what they have already done in the past. This is a very unfortunate phase in the relations between the two countries, and we believe that our principals will find time to sit down and engage in meaningful dialogue towards a logical conclusion of these differences.